Blessings family, vibrant feminine here. Ooh, the energies. Those up in quarantine. My gosh. So I was sent home from work yesterday and was told to stay home until further notice and work remotely. So I have been doing my work while I'm having a little downtime. I was trying to get into these energies because, ooh, especially in the midst of this quarantine, for this COVID-19 corona, I just want to get into some energies and ask the Most High Soul Spirit, my ancestors, spirit guides and angels of the light to bring about messages. Okay, that's the first one, conflict and defeat. Conflict and defeat, yeah? So that's a mental card. And I'm seeing that. Okay, and I'm seeing that mental conflict and defeat directly linking to what's going on with this coronavirus. There are those who are losing their minds and they're being defeated by fear. They're allowing fear to take them over, mass buying, maybe over caution. I think the conflict that's going on in the mind is, well, a lot of parents, I can feel the energy of a lot of parents deciding whether or not to keep their children off of school, especially for those in this side of the world where schools are still open. And as it stands, it's probably going to be all closed by tomorrow, apparently. That's the latest news. But there's a lot of mental conflict going on to do with, can you see that light there? I'll pick up the card. See that little lamp right there? I think that is to make sure, do we have everything that we need? Is our path lit? Do we know what's going on? And I think the conflict is the uncertainty. There's a lot of uncertainty at this time. Nobody knows exactly how bad this pandemic is, in the sense of, in their neighbouring places, whether to trust what the media is saying. Are we listening to some of the more controversial theories, conspiracies, some people want to call them? There's a lot of mental conflict going on. And you see how he's kind of hunched over. I've got this kind of ache in my tummy even. Yeah. Don't be defeated by this and don't let your mind wander and run away with you in the midst of this, because things will become better. This is a part of an ascension. Through all these experiences, you get to grow. How do you deal with conflict? How do you deal with situations that seemingly you can't necessarily change? It's more or less your reaction to how things are and how you allow your mind to run you instead of you running your mind. And that ties into this solar plexus card here. As we know, solar plexus, that's the solar plexus chakra. And we know that that's associated with emotional memories. Memories in general, generational things. Maybe this is where some of this conflict's coming from. Maybe it's the fear. Maybe you're remembering a time. Maybe remember a time where things were a lot less up in the air, a lot less worrying maybe. And I think maybe that's what the conflict is. How safe do I need to be? How cautious do I need to be? Because I remember a time where we didn't have to really worry about that. or this sort of concern wasn't as prominent. So that's dealing with how you feel on an emotional level. You know, so there's mind conflict and emotions. So there's a conflict of heart and mind. Then we also have here positive movements forward. So we know that we're going to come out of this time. This is temporary, and that's one thing that we all must remember, that everything that is happening is temporary and for a reason. Even negative things, you know, even negative things that happen, there's a reason for it. So that positive movements forward is could be personal to you. You overcoming this mental conflict, this conflict between heart and mind. Emotional memories about the past, things that are plaguing you, especially if you've got plenty of time to sit down in this quarantine. You've got the children mad in your brain, some of those who are off school already. That's for the parents. Yeah, there's positive movements forward, and I think that's positive in the sense where you're coming to a state in your development, coming out of this energy of feeling conflicted, not sure what to do, how practical you really need to be, how on alert you need to be, how aware of your surroundings that you really need to be based on what's going on in the outer world. But the conflict that's going on the conflict and the unrest, I would say, in the outer world is affecting the inner world, which is your being. You know how much, like what, 4 fourths water or something. And look at that. And that's the boat. And the boat, how smooth the ride is dependent on the force or the energy of the water. If it's choppy waters, then your ride on this ship isn't going to be as smooth. So I believe you'll be coming into smoother waters after you deal with this conflict, and not to be deceived by the fear-mongering and allow your mind to defeat you. Allow the emotions to take over. Rather find a clear space, breathe deep, give thanks and praises for life and for the fact that this is only temporary, and then there's positive movements forward. So what you've learned internally will help. And then you have here the universe, 21, the last major arcana. Change, a brand new cycle, possibilities. Yeah, I'm getting possibilities. I think in this time, many of you are thinking about how to utilize your time productively while you're quarantined. That's options. That's seeing things in a brand new perspective. That's looking at all the emotions and things and how you've done things in the past and what this conflict is limiting you. Yeah, I'm seeing it as formulating. I think people are formulating plans. Mind is going. Yeah, so I'm going to get more into some energy. I'm going to get into the tarot and get a little bit specific on what's going on in the collective. Right now, while many of us are quarantined in the wake of this COVID-19 coronavirus. Make sure y'all are washing your hands. And it's crazy that we're even saying that, because I was even saying to my friends and family, it's kind of showing just how unhygienic or unaware people are of hygiene in general. For the way people are moving so extreme, it just makes you feel like, ooh. People buying up all the hand sanitizer for yourself. Other people need the hand sanitizer so they don't want to spread germs as well. But soap will do. Soap and water will do. Wash correctly will limit the spread of infection. But it's not. The energy is not to get in fear, and this is what it is. Every time we start talking about what's going on, then we start panicking. And it's all mental. It's all mental. So I kind of want to go into, let's move this down slightly, just so everything is in play here. Okay. So I kind of want to get into unpacking this conflict and defeat, just to kind of find out what other themes of conflict and defeat is going on in the wake of everybody indoors. Quarantine. Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups. So some people are worrying about or in conflict over their relationships. The distance. Are we quarantining separately? Are we worrying about this is the Queen of Cups. This is a very nurturing energy. This is not necessarily regarding romantic relationships. This is like mother, auntie, cousins, auntie, worry over, have they done enough? Are we worrying over our children? Oh, and then you've got here the Three of Cups in reverse. So we know the Three of Cups is coming together, can sometimes indicate third party situations. And also, family, success, just basically fun times. That social butterfly coming together. But when it's in the reverse, it's talking about neglecting family and friends, not connecting. Is that the conflict? Not being able to connect with family and friends face to face because of this quarantine? What is she looking out? This Queen of Cups, what is she looking out towards? What is she pondering? Is she pondering how her relationship is going? Is she in conflict over third party? Is she in conflict over feeling like they haven't been there for their families? I'm getting this energy of feeling guilt for like neglect, maybe not being around. Are you not? So there's an energy of not being around. Let's move that down slightly. Yeah, I think that's what I'm picking up on. Sorry about this. And also the conflict looks like it's coming from an indecision, a decision not made, or indecision, not knowing where to move, or even this card speaks of not making a decision. Where you're supposed to make a head over heart decision, you're not making a decision. Maybe you're just going with the flow, but it's causing you some issues because you kind of want to deal with something, or you're going out of your way till swords in reverse to not deal with an issue and pretend it's not happening. Is there a situation that's going on? And for some of you, I'm feeling some of this is conflict with work. Queen of Cups, relationships. Maybe not really getting on with co-workers. Maybe a decision not to address an issue before you got quarantined. Or are we... say we very loosely. But yeah, there's definitely some energy of worrying about partnerships, a relationship, neglect, not being there, not putting in the effort, not making a decision to put in the effort even. I'm going to ask for one more clarifier for that. Can I have another card for the conflict and defeat, please? What is this about? Yeah, see, there's a lot of... And to be honest, what I'm really picking up as well... So Temperance in reverse. Yeah, this situation's got you upside down, out of your balance. Yeah, you're not really wanting to deal with this thing, this issue. Maybe it is this COVID-19. Just ain't trying to hear no more of this stuff. It's too much. The conflict is whether to endorse the panic or to remain calm in the face of all the craziness that's going on personally in the outer world and within. And I just feel like while we're on this quarantine, there's so much time to think, and maybe too much thinking. Yeah, conflict. But there will be a change of pace, definitely. And I think that's why we're dealing with this solar plexus chakra. All of this that's going on. Memories, emotional memories about the past. I want to find out specifically why solar plexus chakra is here. What types of memories or types of emotions are coming up? Types of expressions or themes going on with the collective, with this emotional recorder chakra. Can you tell me about the solar chakra, please? Yeah. Waiting for your ships to come in. Things haven't gone so well. Waiting on the results, maybe not being happy over the results of a decision that was made. The moon. Maybe you made a decision not to listen to your intuition or to heed a warning. So I'm getting... Or you didn't follow your dreams. Maybe this is... Yeah, maybe this is what this emotional memory is about, not taking on board. Because Three of Wands in reverse is... Well, Three of Wands in general is about after you've made your decision, are you waiting to see the results of that decision? When it's in the reverse, you ain't liking the results of this decision, or things haven't gone the way you've wanted them to go. And with the moon here, it feels like to me that it's more to do with what you haven't been seeing. Maybe you wasn't seeing clearly. Maybe you didn't face your fears and you didn't listen to your intuition. But this card is calling your attention to pay attention to your dreams. So maybe the results of something that you did maybe didn't go to plan with how you saw things in your dreams, or for a group of you, you didn't take the opportunity, you didn't listen to your intuition on a situation. And I think you got 7 of Cups, and that's having many opportunities. So I feel like you're being called to listen to your intuition at this time, taking on board opportunities, having different water sources. Start looking into how you can start making some extra money maybe while you're at home, finished with what you've got to do for your job, if you're, not fully self-employed, or, And we also have here, let's just position this better. And we also have here the King of Wands. So this is, just to say again, this is opportunities, but with the King of Wands, he knows what he wants to do and how he wants to do it. He's very smart, and he doesn't mind sharing his information and sharing the things that he has learned. But there's opportunities. But you're being told to pay attention to your intuition, your dreams. There's many opportunities, many water sources, many things, revenue streams. And these are things that you can do at home when you're in quarantine. Things can be done online. Still can connect, make things happen. Just like the King of Wands, making things happen. Getting up on a project. If you've been really, really thinking in your mind, I'd love to start this, or I'd love to do that. Let me look into maybe building a website. Let me look into start doing videos. That's the energy. So I think in this time, you're not going to be worried about the decisions that you haven't made, or if you are worrying about the decisions that you have made and they haven't been fruitful, that you can look at it as an experience and as all for the learning. Let's just put this down like that. Create some space here. Yeah, maybe things haven't gone the way you wanted them to go. Listen to your intuition or take on board that. But they're saying to you, look at this. Take it on board now. Take it. It's all there for the taking. I say, especially while you're in this quarantine, make it happen, mate. Definitely. Okay, so let's start looking at positive movement forward. Positive movement forward. Tell me about the positive movement forward, please. Why is this here? Tell me what's positive. Okay. So there, for some, there's some offer of love. Yeah, for some, there's going to be an offer. So going back to, if you have it in your body and in your mind that it's time to make things happen and an offer arises, please don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Positive movements forward. When you then listen to your intuition with the Moon card, because there's so many opportunities with the Seven of Cups. And we also could even look at the Seven of Cups as confusion. A lot going on. Many decisions, maybe be confused about what decisions to make. But this is in the upright. We're not talking about being nervous about it. Maybe that was what the emotional memory is at one stage when you made the decisions, not from a place of your intuition or from a place of fear. You know, you didn't get what you wanted or the results that you wanted. But with this King of Wands energy, you can get on and do it. That's what it's saying. Get on and do it. Use your intuition. Follow your dreams. Really pay attention to what is being shown to you. You know, like I say, there's an offer here. For some, there's an offer of love. Could even be an offer of partnership. There's some kind of offer coming in. Knight of Cups. We also have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. And that's talking about showing the world what you have to offer. Not pausing before you've finished a task, or not, yeah, you've been working on something. Yeah, this is the energy. You've been working on something. You've been ruminating on something. And maybe this offer is going to support whatever project or venture or stability that you are after with this Pentacles. But you're being called not to rest on your laurels, because there's offers coming. Yeah. Yeah. Listen to your intuition, High Priestess. Yeah, listening to your intuition will help you make the decision whether or not you are to take this offer, whether this offer is viable for you, whether it supports your development in whatever it is that you're doing to positively move forward out of this conflict energy, out of this emotional space, fear, worry. Worrying that things haven't gone the way, being upset of things not going the way that you want it to go. And for some of you, you just want to be actually physically at work. Yes, it's all about, it's time to make things happen. Using your intuition on knowing what things to do, what offers to take, because you probably are going to be inundated with offers, you know. And you're called to escape or to move away from situations that you know that are not working for your highest good. We all know the situations, places, people and things that we keep around that maybe we shouldn't, because it sort of messes with our vibrations. But this card is calling you to use your intuition for the offers that you're supposed to take, and the offers that you're supposed to move away from. But it's time to be proactive, as there is something you know you need to move away from. Maybe it's the job that you're in. Maybe sitting at home doing the job from home, like, ugh, I could be doing something better. I could be building something for myself, my own business, my own brand. Not advising anybody to chuck in their jobs or anything like that, unless they've got something else in place before you do so. Or at least, you know, a decent nest egg, so that if you do decide to be like, right, I'm going to try and do my dream full time, that you've not left yourself out to struggle extra than you need to. But then you have to use the strength, and you've got the strength card, and you've got the strength. You just need to remember that you actually attain this strength, have this confidence, knowing that your abilities are yours, they're divinely given. You wouldn't have your gifts if you weren't meant to have them. They're meant to be used, utilize them. And I talk to myself as I'm talking to you. I've got so many things I need to utilize. This is one of them, so I'm on my way. But you have the strength, have the confidence to move away from things that you need to move away from. Yeah? This is escaping a situation that you know is just not working. Have the courage and the strength to do so, to move away from that. Use your intuition in making these decisions. Really sit down and weigh up your pros and your cons, and you know your gut will tell you exactly what you need. Divine is always here for your guidance. Okay? For this offer. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting that it's high time. Make things happen. Chuck the dead weight energy. But this is why I was saying I just keep getting a feeling of ascension. People are all ascending. We're all growing. I feel like this is all a part of it. Moving things out of the way. Trusting yourself. Trusting your intuition. Being confident. Courageous. And not allowing the conflict of what's going on in the outer world to affect you, so much so that you don't honour yourself, you know, that you don't allow your mind to run and you can't catch up with it, you know. Okay,